It's day 3 of our 12 days of Christmas, and today is 3 French hens. Now, I don't have any hens, and I definitely don't have any French hens, so I started racking my brain for how could I do 3 French hens without having any hens. And I came up with 3 hens and chicks succulents, which, to be very honest with you, I had no idea these were even called hens and chicks until I started digging around to try and find my 3 French hens. So I've learned something new, which is very, very cool. But these succulents, as some of you I'm sure know already, are called hens and chicks. And so I have 3 of them for today's 3 French hens, which again, my quirky interpretation of our 12 days of Christmas. And so today I'm going to be using one of my favorite things that I decorate with. You've probably seen me use it before, but I love decorating with these. And I'm going to show you a really cute and again, very easy way to create something really special for Christmas. But to be honest with you, this decoration you can use pretty much any time throughout the year. So I'm going to be showing you that, and we have our next day of kindness. So we'll be pulling the card out to see what comes out on that as well. So let me show you my very simple idea for something that really is very, very fun to make and is one of my absolute favorite decorations. As I'm sure you know, I love teacups. And coming from the UK, it's kind of like one of those vintage pieces that I can't live without. And I have lots and lots of different shapes and sizes, but one of my favorite things to do with them is not only just drink tea, but to decorate with them. And you've probably seen in the past that I've used them and I've planted in them. And this is just such a simple way to decorate for the Christmas holidays or for any time of the year. And as we're talking about hens and chicks succulents today, it kind of seemed like the obvious choice was to use one of our teacups as our centerpiece for our table setting today. Now, you can see here I've got a variety of different teacups, and it's as simple as getting a little bit of earth from outside, putting it in the teacup, and then just putting your succulent or your plant inside. Now, you could plant these up with real herbs, which would be beautiful because you'd have the smell. So around your dinner table, you could have the different herbs. I actually use succulents, but I actually use the artificial ones. Now, the number of times I've used artificial succulents and people swear they're real. The one thing about succulents, the artificial versions do look very, very real, and the great thing is once you buy them, you have them forever. But obviously you can use real succulents, you can use, little Christmas tree type ones planted in the teacups. It really is totally up to you. So whatever you can find out in your yard, so it doesn't need to be expensive and you don't need to go out and buy specifically for it. But just having maybe your favorite teacup, but even you can use like these little terracotta pots that I find at the dollar store. It doesn't have to be a teacup, but there's something about a teacup, maybe a coffee cup that you have, a favorite one. And this could be something that again you personalize, because if the person you're setting your table for has a favorite mug or a cup that they use, maybe you use that and put the plant into that. So it couldn't be simpler. Put your earth in and put your succulent in and you're done. Very, very simple, but it just makes such an effective and easy decoration that can be used all the way year round. But let's go and put it on the table and see what it looks like. So today I have chosen a nice red plate and my mismatched small plate is going to be floral, just to give it a bit of contrast. And today I've decided to do my napkin. I'm just using one of my vintage ones. And I've just folded it in half diagonally. And then I'm just going to fold it again on either side. And then just lay that on the plate. I'm then going to put my small plate on top. And then my succulent in my teacup goes on the top of that. And I think, let's put our knife and fork out. I think that's again another really unique table setting that will really impress your guests when they sit down, and it's just very, very simple and easy to do.
So after 3 days, this is what our table looks like so far.
So for today's 3 French hens, we're using 3 of our blocks and we're concertinaing them together along the lines. And then I'm going to trace over with my pattern that I have already traced out, and then we'll cut them out. So our 3 French hens are now up on the wall, along with our partridge in the pear tree and our 2 turtle doves. So it's time to find out what our act of kindness is today. And thank you to everyone who's been sharing their stories of their acts of kindness. It's been really nice to hear how the small things that we're doing over the next 12 days in showing a little kindness is making a difference to people. So let's pull our next tag out of the champagne cooler, and today the challenge for today is give an unexpected gift. And one thing I've learned over the years is that giving a gift doesn't need to be expensive and it doesn't need to be big. There's so many ways that we can give gifts to people each day. So I challenge you to find someone to give just that small unexpected gift, even maybe a gift of your time or a cup of coffee, or there's so many different ways. And now is definitely the time to be able to give those small gifts. It doesn't really matter how big or small it is. So I would love to hear about your stories of your acts of kindness, so please share in our group. I'm going to go and find someone to give an unexpected gift to, and I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for day 4 of our 12 days of Christmas.